Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be a get ready with me using the weirdest makeup products I own. This video was inspired by several comments from many of you guys along with two products, both of which are currently in my Roulette Pan collab project. The first product is this Mally Poreless Face Defender. It is a cake of dimethicone in a pan. And I double checked on their website. You could use this as a primer, as a setting powder, or to touch up throughout the day. So that is that. It is completely clear. You cannot see it at all. And the other product are these highlighting papers from the brand My Couture. My goal is to use 5 of these sheets. I've only used 2 so far, so hopefully today we will have 1 more used up. But they are just these sheets of highlighting papers that you could tear out and use. So a few of you guys suggested I do a get ready with me using the weirdest products I have. I've gone through my stash and I've pulled out the weirdest products I have in each category. Not every category has a weird product. I don't have any weird mascaras. I just have plain old boring mascaras. I don't really have any weird concealers either, so we'll glaze over those categories that aren't very interesting. And for some of these products, I find them interesting, but you might not, so we'll see. But let's get into it. Let's start getting ready. I have a glorious day of grocery shopping ahead of me, and I want to wear some makeup, so I might as well put it on so that I can wear some makeup to the grocery store because my husband is going to cook out for us this weekend. I'm really excited. It's not something he does very often, but when he does, it's amazing and I cannot wait. So I need to get the groceries so that he can cook out. Let's take a look at the before and after of my look for today. We are going to start off with the Mally Poreless Face Defender. I have been using this as a primer here and there, and I actually like it. It's about noon right now. I got a slow start to the day. Well, I didn't get a slow start to the day. I've been waiting for time that I can do this because I knew I wanted to film this video. I woke up at the same time I always wake up, but it's noon now. This is the first chance I've had to film. So I put all my moisturizers on around 8 o'clock this morning and they've been doing their job. I put on a sunscreen moisturizer, a toner, and an eye cream, and I do feel like I'm a little bit shiny, so hopefully you could see the magic of this product in action now that I haven't done anything to my skin for about 4 hours. So all I have is this IT Cosmetics Heavenly Skin CC Plus Skin Perfecting number 702 brush. It looks like this, and I just take the brush and rub it in the pan all around like that, and look at that. I need like an instant replay so you could see that again. So I think you could see how shiny I am right there, right here. Shine is gone. Shiny, not shiny. So it works. It really does work. It doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin at all. But it really does take the shine away and prepares my skin for foundation. Next, I'm going to apply a little bit of my green color corrector around my nose. Nothing too strange about that other than anytime you put green cream on your skin, it's a little strange. Okay, for foundation, I decided that the weirdest foundation I own is this Dermablend Cover Cream. I think this might be a little bit too dark for me, so we're gonna have to make it work. But this is definitely the weirdest product I own. I mean, if you've seen the YouTube videos where this stuff covers up tattoos, I think that's pretty amazing. I bought it when it was half off and I used it a few times. I determined that it was in fact amazing, but I put it away and I haven't used it in a long time. So it's still pretty much brand new. And a little bit goes a very, very long way. So they say that you can mix this with like a sunscreen or a facial oil. I'm gonna try and just use this as is, but very lightly. Either I'll apply it with a beauty sponge or with my fingers, so we'll see. There is a really nice spatula that comes with this to scoop it out, but I can't find the spatula anywhere, so I'm just gonna use my fingers. Look at that. I just swirled my finger around in there. Holy cow. I really need a mirror. I cannot stand it when I feel a hair on my arms, especially when it's hot out like this. Okay. The shade that I'm using is called Sand Beige, if you are wondering. So I'm just trying to apply a thin layer. I don't want to go too heavy for my look today. Going for a light summery look. It's gonna be a high of 87 degrees. We might already be there. We probably are already there. And I could feel the sweat rolling down my back, so I don't really feel like going full glam today. Okay, that was a very, very light layer. All it did was even my skin tone out, which is perfect. That's all I needed to do. I am still in desperate need of some concealing around my eye area, and I don't have anything special to use or weird or strange to use for today's look. So I'm going to be using two Project Pan items. I'm going to apply this yellowish concealer from Yabby first, and then I'm gonna go over it with a little bit of my Rimmel Match Perfection concealer in 125 Fair. The one nice thing about putting makeup on when it is this hot out is that it's already a little bit soft. I don't really even have to warm anything up because it's melting in the pans. So that's been kind of nice. This Yabby concealer is quite pigmented. It does a good job. So much better already. I'm going to apply just a little bit of the Rimmel Match Perfection concealer on my eyelids and on my under eyes to prime my eyelids, since I don't have a Strange primer for my eyelids either. So I am still going through old videos of Jaclyn Hill. Still feeling very nostalgic, and I'm thinking about doing a video talking about all the products that I've amassed over the years because of Jaclyn Hill. So let me know if you guys want to see that. There's more than I realized. I blame so much of my makeup purchasing on Emily Noel, but Jaclyn Hill definitely played a part in that as well. Okay, I feel so much better. I feel like my skin looks good, good. I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier setting powder and set my under eyes because nothing works as good as this. And I don't have anything weird to set my under eyes with, or strange, weird or strange. Oh, is it already settling? Yeah. Let me just double check and make sure that it applied evenly. Yes, it did. What's going on with my eyebrows? They need some plucking. Next in my routine, I would be applying cream bronzer and cream blush. I'm panning a cream bronzer and a cream blush, but for today, I found a different bronzer that I think is even more interesting. This is the Laura Geller Hydrating Lightweight Oil-Free Air Whipped Bronzer. I probably bought this off of Haute Look, and it was probably an impulse buy, but it's also something that I've been hoarding, and unfortunately it's drying up, and I'm very, very sad about that because that is the consequence to hoarding your favorite makeup and saving it until you use all the makeup you like less. Don't do it. This is your public service announcement for the day. Please, 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 if you own a makeup product and you love it, use it, enjoy it. Enjoy every moment of it, because when it goes bad, it's just gonna end up in the garbage, so use it. I do still think this is usable though, so that's good. And I'm thinking I should probably put this in a project soon, because when I swatched it yesterday, it looked amazing. It reminds me of what I think the Chanel cream bronzer is like, as far as the color and the tone. It is gorgeous. So I cannot wait to use it. Today is literally my first time ever trying this. Let me show you what it looks like, because it's really sad. But people always ask me when I post this in my inventories what it is, and this is what it is. And so when you take the top off, it's sealed. So you think, oh good, it's protected, but no, air's still been getting in here and causing some damage. So when I first bought this, this container was full, and now look at it. It has shrunk by at least 50%, if not more. So I'm going to take the same brush I used for the primer, and I'm going to apply this cream bronzer. I can't really tell if it's picking anything up. Hopefully it is. It's not really picking up, so I'm going to use my fingers because I know I can get some off with my fingers. There we go. It's just a beautiful tone. Not too dark. I've been using a cream bronzer that's super pigmented. It's not really a cream bronzer. It's a concealer for women of deep skin tone. And so I have to be very careful. And I feel like this is so nice because I can just go ham and it's not too much. I also just like, it seems to have a little bit of rosiness to it, and you guys know I like a rosy bronzer. I just think it's very flattering on my skin tone. So this might be popping up in a project, even though I'm working on another cream bronzer. I kind of feel like this is on its last leg, and if I want to use it up and get as much use out of it before it's completely dried up like a little rock, I better get going on it. So I have some decisions to make about this. But that's it. Just a nice cream bronzer. I'm so mad that this is drying up on me and I didn't enjoy it. Don't hoard your makeup. Don't hoard your makeup. Okay, for cream blush, without a doubt, my weirdest cream blush is my Lipstick Queen Black Lace Rabbit blush. This is bizarre. I think I've demonstrated this blush in a video before, but it's been a long time. This is it right here. It is black, but it shifts to a kind of mauvey pink shade. So let's put it on. That's what it looks like when I put it on my finger. Can't remember what I had this out for, but I know I had it out recent, like within the last couple years. So clearly it's not a black blush. It does have some depth to it though. And you don't want to just blob it on. There it is again. Did I go overboard? Maybe. Let me even it out. I don't know how you guys feel, but a black cream blush is definitely strange makeup in my book. I don't know why I bought it, but I'm very, very attracted to color changing makeup products. If it's weird, I feel like I have to try it, and that was weird, and so I bought it. Okay, next. Next would be cream highlight. I have a ton of cream highlights. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use. Let me show you what I pulled for cream highlight and we'll make a decision together. First of all, I pulled one of my Stila Heaven's Hue highlighters. These are putty highlighters. I love it. I love the idea of a putty highlighter. This one is in the shade Transcendent. It has a pinky tone to it. It's never been used. I also brought this Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Halo. That's pretty weird. Never used it before. Brand new. And I also brought this Smashbox and Vlada Petal Metal Shimmer Drops. This is a product that, as you can see, has settled. There's shimmer at the bottom and like this clear liquid at the top, and you have to shake it before you apply it. And I actually think I might put this on at the end when all my makeup is done, but I've also pulled this out as well. So for cream highlight, I think I'm gonna go in with this one from Stila, the Transcendence Heaven's Hue highlighter. And I am going to apply it. It's my first time using it. Obviously, it's brand new. So let's see how this looks on my skin. And of course, like as always, I'm just gonna use my finger. Trying to figure out if this has possibly started to dry up a little. You guys, I'm just depressed. Why is all my makeup drying up on me? Not ready to lose makeup. Not ready to deal with that. Okay, that's beautiful. Let's move on to some powder products. My weirdest powder bronzer has got to be these baked beads from Mary Kay. This is the highlighters bronzing beads. Whose idea was it to create baked beads and sell them for makeup? I don't get it. I think it's completely bizarre, and yet I'm the person who had to have it because it's unique and interesting and it sounds like fun. I have seen people try to pan these. It seems like at some point it turns into a complete pain in the tush because the beads do start to eventually get smaller and then they get stuck in the brush and then they fall on the floor and you gotta find them, or it sounds like a mess. I've never used these even once, so today's the day. That seemed like a healthy application onto the brush. Hopefully I don't screw my makeup up because I'm a little bit sweaty right now. And we'll start with the temples. This is a pretty tone. I like this. Oh my gosh, my hair is crazy. Okay, I actually really like the way that that turned out. Whoop. I actually really like the way that those bronzer beads turned out. I think it's a nice tone on my skin. Oh my gosh, look at the putty highlighter. It's so pretty. I am going to apply my powder eyeshadow into my eyebrows and some brow gel from ColourPop, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are going to jump to my eyeshadows. I'm going to apply a few basic eyeshadows first, like my brow bone highlight and a transition color, which are not interesting at all. Maybe a lower lash line shade as well. So I'll be right back. But first, I'm just going to apply some products that are already in projects. Oh, we have the light. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's pretty good. So the weird eyeshadow that I have to show you guys today is an oldie. I've had it for a long time. I probably have other weird eyeshadows as well, but this one kind of stood out to me as I was going through my inventory. And that is the Josie Maran Coconut Watercolor Eyeshadow. It comes in a bottle like this. And again, this is another half clear liquid with all this pigment at the bottom that you have to shake up first. Like this. And when you do, it's this beautiful lavendery amethyst shade. The actual shade of this eyeshadow is called Polynesian Purple. You can't buy this anymore. As far as I know, it's not for sale anywhere. But when you unscrew the dropper, and this does not squeeze, it's not like a real dropper, there is a sponge tip applicator that you can use to apply the pigment and the eyeshadow. So I am going to apply that all over my lid right now, and it's been a long time since I've used these. See how it goes. I have another one of these in a like rose gold kind of color, but the applicator, the sponge tip, fell off, and so I can only apply it with a Q-tip. So that's a shame. Oh boy, getting crazy. All right, hopefully that'll dry nice and smooth like you see it right there, and it won't make a huge mess. And then I could blend it out, hopefully. Are they even? Okay, they're pretty even. That was so easy to apply. Dry my eyelids off. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with this MAC eyeshadow and blend the edges out just a little bit. Hopefully this is dry. You're tan. How'd you get so tan?
Outside. I'll take them upstairs.
Okay, honey, thank you.
Come on. Come on in.
Leo, come inside. Leo, come inside.
Come inside. There's, oh, get the towel off the bathroom.
Upstairs.
I need to dry off and change into some dry clothes. You can't sit in those wet shorts. You get a rash on your butt.
I do not have a weird eyeliner. I don't think that this look really needs an eyeliner. If I could pick a weird eyeliner, it would be that pizza roller eyeliner. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. It seems like, for most people, it was a fail of a design, but I'm just going to apply my purple eyeliner that's in my Roulette Pan Collab. Knocking out a lot of products that are in my Roulette Pan Collab today. I really, really like the way that this eye look is turning out. It kind of makes me want to put that Josie Maran watercolor eyeshadow into a project because I love this look. For an inner corner highlight, I am going to use some of my Cover FX drops since I pulled them out anyways. I'm going to drop one drop on my hand. And I'm going to use this brush right here to apply it. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm really happy. I'm gonna throw on some mascara. Like I said, I don't have any weird mascara, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna put on the mascara that I currently have open and I'm trying to finish right now. There's 4 of them, and 3 of them are on their last legs. Maybelline, L'Oreal, Maybelline, Rimmel. Oh. Okay, I am 100% in love with this eye look. I want to do this every day. I love it. Let's finish off the face now that the eyes are done. I bet you've been wondering this whole time when we were going to get around to these papers. Now is the time. These are called highlighting papers, but the color that you see on the paper is pretty close to the color that comes off. So I've been using these more as a blush topper or a blush instead of a highlighting powder paper. So I'm just gonna tear out one sheet like that. And I'm going to just kind of rub this on my cheeks. There's nothing too scientific to it, but when I do that, it applies it a bit more pigmented. It's a little bit heavier. And I think you'll start to see that it's kind of an orangey blush. It's not really a highlighter for my skin tone, but it is a fun blush. And then with whatever I didn't apply to my cheeks, I will apply to my shoulders if I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt like I am today. Like so. Sometimes I apply a little bit to my forehead. My nose. And the sheet is pretty much empty at that point. Then I take a brush. This is the brush I use most often for bronzer, and I'm just going to kind of blend that out so that there's no heavy spots or anything like that. I know it's strange, but I think it looks nice. It's kind of an orangey blush. It is definitely more than a highlighter for me though, as you can see. Next, let's talk about this Smashbox and Vlada Shimmer Drops again. Here it is. I'm going to shake it up and we'll see what it looks like. This is another product I've never used, so this is going to be my first time trying it out. I did watch a Smashbox video where Vlada demonstrates how she applies this. She used this on her cheeks as a highlighter, and she also used this as a lip topper to like a black lipstick, which looked amazing, but I'm not putting on a black lipstick today, so we're just gonna use it on the cheeks. Okay, I feel like this is pretty well shook up, and this is what it looks like. All those pigments are mixed in with the liquid, and I am going to apply a drop again onto this dropper. Actually is a functioning dropper, so I'm gonna pull up as much as I can into the dropper, and I'm going to apply it to the back of my hand again. And then I'm just gonna take my ring finger and apply it to my cheekbones where I would normally apply highlight. See. Okay, while that is drying, I am going to apply my lip color. I pulled out two. Both of them are from Lipstick Queen. One is green and one is blue. Again, I am a sucker for color changing products. I used the Lipstick Queen blush that was black, and now I have these two. These are by far the strangest lip products I own. I think they're fun though. I'm going to apply the blue one today, which I think is a little bit more pinky. I could be wrong though. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna put a mask on to go to the store, so nobody's gonna see my mouth. These are very conditioning. They feel like a lip balm. I feel like it still looks a little bit blue, but hopefully it'll turn to pink as it warms up to my skin. This is my first time ever applying this other than for a swatch. Okay, there's just one more step in this look and then we are done. To set my T-zone, I have pulled my Too Faced Sweet Peach Blur Translucent Smoothing Finishing Powder infused with peach and sweet fig cream. This is by far the strangest setting powder I own. It is bizarre. It smells amazing. It smells absolutely amazing. I love the smell of the peach and sweet fig products from Too Faced. they are perfection to me. Unfortunately, this product has had its flaws since the start. I don't know if you could tell, but there's some hard pan on it, and I literally got that hard pan the first time I tried to use this. It didn't take any time at all. The first time I used it, I got hard pan. And it kind of turned me off from this product a little bit, unfortunately. So I'm going to try it today and set my face with it. It is picking up powder, as you can see, despite the hard pan. All right, guys, that is it for this Get Ready With Me using the Strangest makeup products I own. This is the finished look. What do you think? Do you have any of these products? Do you think they're strange, or are they just normal makeup products to you? They're the strangest ones I own from each category. I had so much fun doing this Get Ready With Me, and I actually fell in love with some of these products all over again. In addition to the fact that I actually really liked the way that this look turned out, there are several products that I was able to use in this look that I've never used even once. And I think I'd like to put some of these in a project and use them more real soon. So we'll see if I can find a way to work some of these products into projects that are coming up, because I really enjoyed working with all of these products. There wasn't a stinker in the bunch, to be honest with you. Not one of these products was a disappointment, and I had so much fun. But to me, these are all my strange products. Thank you so much to those of you that requested this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.